You're now tuned into STWF-TV, The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
Take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now you got to get this in from Thursday.
Football.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Oh my God.
Wilson's going to lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by Sosa.
In the air along the line in right. Long way to go for Jake Bauer. Brown, and he's got it. And he's up and over.
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
Same old. We back.
The team is back.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Got the international play up in the top right. We got the Sandman at the bottom because he putting us to sleep with his picks week after week.
Put y'all to sleep.
Man, you extending it, man. You extending it. Yeah. But man, how's your day so far on this hump day?
Hump day. Been good, man. Don't worry. I might be eating like a fat kid loves cake during this show, but just be mindful of that. But other than that, life's been good, man. Day's good, week's good. Cold, but I can deal with it.
You say cold?
It's cold. Yeah.
It's cold up there? Winter's coming, huh?
Yeah, winter coming.
Okay.
Money's coming and winter's coming. Two bad things that happen at the end of the year. That's
already.
That's a chopper topic for future references, anybody.
Will, are you recovered, sir?
Yes, sir. Ready to go.
Right. You look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I missed that big comfy chair behind you, though.
If you're waiting on y'all next time y'all roll through the Plex.
Yes, sir, man.
Get the whole crew down here.
Hell yeah.
Fighting for the couch. Get Jake out, eliminate Jake early or Dale, or whichever one won. Roll it out, man. Tune in, everybody. Pod Perspective. We here on this Wednesday night. Bunch of sports on. Tune in with us, man. We give you our perspective on some things.
Celtics on.
The Celtics are on. Will had it.
What score?
We backtrack.
65-60 at half.
65-60 at half over the Brooklyn Nets. Shout out to both teams, man. That Celtics team, we know where they are. But the Nets are kind of a team where, interesting, they have, I won't say duos, but you have a guy who can score the basketball at a high clip, and you got a defender who protects the rim and to do some stuff around that. You got Claxton, you got Cam, but the direction of their team, obviously we know where they're going. But if they can improve in the years to come with those two guys at the helm, that's going to be good for a team in Brooklyn who we know when people say Brooklyn are good, they actually just trash themselves and destroy themselves. But in this case, I feel like with the young core here, they could be something. I mean, depending on what they do with it organization-wise, let's see what they do. But an interesting game going on Wednesday night. Celtics last night, and I tell everybody, lost in that playing game, lost in that cup type of situation, but then I understood that it was the cup. So I'm not going to make use of the loss last night. But I'm like, damn, they lost that game. No Trae Young. But then I seen the magnitude of the game, and it doesn't really matter. but they lost without Trae. You can't lose those games.
Nah, you can't.
It's early in the season, so you can kind of take that. I'm disappointed, man. And dragging the NBA, no Embiid, no Paul George for their game tonight. 2 guys played last night. Only 2 guys there. Maxi's hurt. He did damage for y'all the first 8 games of the season. Now he's hurt, and now you guys play a game last night together, and now y'all not playing. What in the world? What's really going on? Like that the NBA, like that sort of stuff right there, the NBA should automatically flag. Because you're playing in the game, and people say, oh, it's the intensity of the game, whatever you want to make in this cup situation. But then you don't play this game. A game that still, in your eyes, matters when you guys already missed games. And you are healthy to play. I don't want to hear about playoffs and all this stuff. If it was the playoffs today, you'll be playing. No, you shouldn't be playing. Pissing me off. It pissing me off to a point where I can understand where fans that spend their hard-earned cash come from. I don't spend a lot of cash on NBA games in terms of going, but I would be heated as shit. Like if I wanted to see Paul and I can't see him. They want to skip out after losing to the Knicks last night. I can understand a win. I lost. Crazy as hell, man. Got Pacers matches right now. Cavaliers, 76ers battling. Cavaliers actually defeated and without Paul George and Embiid. They are up 8 points right now in the third quarter, which is crazy. Roll that dice. Pistons over the Bucks right now. Wizards and Spurs in the battle. Spurs up in the second. Rockets, Clippers. Clippers are up. They got Lakers, Grizzlies that come from the Bulls, Trailblazers, and Suns versus Kings.
So far this season, who's surprising you the most?
In a good way or a bad way?
Both.
Number one.
Okay. Team surprised me in a positive way this season. I say the Cavaliers. The zero kind of gives me more reason to it. I know the zero is not going to last, but I like how it is. Like you think about the conference in itself, and a team that can beat the Celtics possibly could be like a young shining team, but probably won't. It's going to be a team that has cohesiveness and togetherness. And out of all the teams in the Eastern Conference, the Cavaliers have that familiarity with each other. It's been about 3.5 years. This both been together. I'm not saying it's championship aspirations for them, but in terms of the team and the style they play, and compared to all these other Eastern Conference teams, they can be there Eastern Conference Finals wise maybe, but right now in terms of the continuity, I like them. That's a surprise to me that they're able to start this good. I like that. Negatively, I think negatively, to me, I got 2 teams.
Okay.
One team in the Western Conference, that would be the Pelicans.
Okay.
The reckless 3-8, it seems like everything is happening the same way. Nothing's going to change. And it circles around Zion, but it circles around the toughness and the mental toughness of the basketball team. It just feels like nothing's going to go right for them. I don't know when it's going to be, but you're floating down a window right now. Season's early, 14th. The only team that has a worse record than you in the conference right now is Utah. You're not a type of team that's like, oh, we're going to turn it up. You can't be that type of team. But you're a type of team that falls down just like this. And if this is happening early, this is not going to get any better. Hopefully it does, but that's just my behalf. And in the Eastern Conference, a team that surprises me, I'll say, I just talked about it. The little teams. The Nets, Pistons, and the Hawks. they're not in any means like going for destiny this season. None of them. But they have this thing in them where they just at a nightly basis they're competing, and it's early, but they're doing that against good teams. The Nets have played Boston. This is the second time they played them, and both have been good games. Like, you know, and the Nets have, like I said, two guys in Cam Johnson and Claxton who are guys, you know, when I was growing up, those are cornerstones. But they have a young team. So if that team can grow in the next few years, that's going to be great. The Pistons, you already know how I feel about them. As Will says, there's always a team on the come up, and Tuchel wants to have that team on the come up. And maybe it's the Pistons, maybe it's not. But Cade Cunningham got dunked ugly the other night by Jalen Green. That was ugly, though. It was crazy. But the Pistons and the Nets, Pistons, and Hawks, surprising.
Toronto's been a surprise. They're awful. I didn't expect them to be that bad. 2-10, rough. Milwaukee 3-8, not good.
Not good at all.
Miami at 4-6. They tend to bounce back. You know how they play.
There we go. We hate too. Yes, SEC Pub coming after the show.
Ain't nobody got time for that. In the West, man, Utah. I thought like Utah was on the come up last year, and it seems like they're out the gates a little slow this year.
Well,
yeah, it's weird that team.
We know who the guy is over there, and this sounds like the type of thing that guy will do. DA, good job. Last year, you did that to try to sell high all these players. You did a good job at it. You told them to win some games. They did that. And some of their players got signed for a lot. Some of their players were trade marketable. You still can do that. Now, this year, it could potentially be a fire sale for all these guys that load up cap money and also load up some more picks. I like the move Utah did last year compared to this year. It is so Danny Ainge. I can smell it coming.
Yeah, he always flips players sooner than later, but you also got to field the team. But he really is just waiting, like he always does with all these picks. Watch, the Jazz will pick in the top like 15 a bunch of times in the next couple of years because that's what he always does. Flip until he gets the picks he wants. Until he gets to his Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. He'll find a way.
Definitely.
But right now they suck. Fucking bums.
Is Wade still involved with them, right? As part owner?
That's fascinating. I don't know. Good question.
Okay. For me, let me see. My surprises, I would probably say
said the whole damn team hurt. Yeah, they're always hurt. It's your team's problem.
New Orleans for you.
Stop feeding them on a goddamn
beignets.
all them beignets and crawfish, exactly.
Everybody got gout in Louisiana.
All right,
stop eating crawfish, man. Stop eating things that still got faces.
My surprise is Cleveland. You know, we saw them last year. They kind of started off kind of fast, kind of lingered around, had the number one spot for a little bit, and then faded. But for them to have a 12-0 start right now, that's pretty surprising. On the flip side, the team that you know what, I got another honorable mention for doing well. The first place Phoenix Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Those bums
sitting at 9-2. You know, as long as they're healthy, they can compete. They got, they still got depth issues over there. And then as far as the team that surprises me, I will probably say I got to go with my Mavs. They're losing a lot of games that they normally won last year. They're sitting at 5-6 out of the playoffs, even though it's early, but out of the playoffs right now. But I believe all 6 of their losses are by combined. I'm sorry, 5 of the 6 losses is by combined 6 points. So those are the ones that the ones that you let get away. They can come back to haunt you as you fighting at the end of the season for playoff seeding.
Yeah, heartbreak last night to the Warriors. I'm speaking a little bit.
Shout out to the Warriors, by the way. 9-2. Old man Rivers still doing his thing.
Yep, old man Rivers still doing his thing with the Bandits, as we're gonna call them, the Bandits. We're gonna call them Steph Kerr and the Blue Jays. That's what we're gonna call them. They are doing great things right now. They had some success in the preseason. We don't really tally that up, but that success in the preseason is absolutely turning into greatness so far this season. Shout out to them. Steph's back healthy, making things happen. They beat the Mavericks last night. The Mavericks as well lost a heartbreaker on Sunday in which Kyrie went crazy in a 120-122 loss to Denver. And then that Suns game last week was crazy. Nurkic gets fouled at the end. It's a free throw to win. So yeah, a lot of games this season that Dallas has been part of that, could have definitely went their way. We know it's hard for a champion in the Western Conference champion that is, to get back over to that glory side. That's another finals. Not gonna say it's scripted, but we can kind of see it's scripted right now. But I don't think it'll be in terms of the Mavericks not making the playoffs.
Well, Barkley coming into the season, he had he said that he predicted them to miss the playoffs. He's looking like a genius right now.
Never.
To our demise, but yeah.
that would be the thing potentially that stares their star player, their A star out. Potentially. You don't want that type of thing. I don't think they're in that type of trouble right now. Charles, obviously we know Charles is a wild boy. If that was predicted correct, Charles would be the man. But
right.
I don't think that would happen. That would be crazy insane though if they didn't, figuring what happened last year and the success they had.
We shall see. Cool. I was wondering about that. So that's some good insight from you guys, man.
Icebreaker, man. Love it. Clay to Golden State last night, back to Golden State. As we just mentioned, nail biter that the Warriors won last night. Klay Thompson did play 34 minutes in his return. It looked like Hollywood again. You know what I'm saying? Getting love from everybody, from the people outside to the people inside, not even in the arena, to obviously the fan base in the arena. All types of cheers for him. 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, 7 for 17, and 6 of 12 from three-point range, and 34 minutes of playing time. Had a Klay Thompson-ish game, at least. It wasn't a struggle. No, it wasn't an an overload. It was a swing Klay Thompson game for him. So shout out to that. And it was weird to see Klay versus Steph on different sides last night, because we always thought, especially when Phil Jackson rung those noise of the Splash Brothers almost a decade and some change ago, that those guys will be together forever. Obviously, Klay, is NBA old right now, and the Warriors are trying to get young before they get too expensive, and they had to move them. So good thing on the Warriors course to move them and get a cheaper discounted deal with Buddy Hield. I imagine for that. But the fact that we don't have the Splash Brothers on national TV no more, in order
we still got him. Buddy's a Splash Brother. He's always been.
That's like
he always been an adopted Splash Brother. Now he's on the team finally.
To me, that's like the Fresh Prince when they switched Auntie Vivian. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Shout out to Buddy though. You play the part. You play the part, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you, but damn, man,
Buddy's nice. Buddy better than him right now, but just right now.
Yo, it's crazy. There was a couple weeks ago, I think, earlier this season, you said that. And it's funny because you've been to Nas this season where you knock on somebody's door and then they have a game. And Klay, I think the next night had a game.
Yeah.
And he's gone. And then Westbrook.
The next night, I said Westbrook is fucking done. And he went out and got like 29. He was like 5 for 83.
He heard you, man.
6 assists. He did everything. Yo, he was like prime.
He's like, fuck what Will talking about.
I told you it happened. Hey, I got the infamous one with Van Fleet, went crazy in the championship run.
Oh, yeah.
Things that we watched the game, we played the game, and it's like, shit, man, these guys are A's.
Well, that usually means if we say that like this guy's playing bad or this guy's that means we're paying attention. He's not doing great. That also means you could probably bet that he'll ball soon because the pendulum always swings back. I mean, guys do. I think with Westbrook he was definitely due. He had been playing so bad, and then bam, he lit it up. But it's always funny when it happens. It just shows how much we really watch it.
Yes, sir, man. Coach, you said you have the video of the press conference?
Yes, sir. Hold on one second. I absolutely do.
Sir, Clay booted.
You know we like visuals on this bitch.
In this bitch.
Very much. It was a really cool experience. I appreciate the fans very much. The captain's hat ended up being a great touch. So I'm such a passionate boater, and saw a lot of familiar faces in the crowd, and that was a warm-hearted feeling. So it was really cool to see the fans, their gratitude towards myself, and something I will never take for granted. So it was very, very awesome.
The last couple games have been, some tough clutch losses. Just what are some themes that you've, seen in?
So yeah, they're saying I heard there was like some 40, 50 staff members that was there to greet him when he came out to the court.
Mm-hmm.
So class act, to the organization or the Golden State organization for showing us some love when he came back.
Oh yeah, man. That team was built.
They shouldn't have let him go.
You said they shouldn't have let him go?
Nah, I know you wanted a certain amount of money and you couldn't, but he should be on the team, not Draymond. Fuck Draymond. He's a clown.
Draymond should have been the third leg out.
Definitely. Draymond's a clown. He's still punching people. He's a fucking seasoned vet. What is your problem?
You know what the crazy thing is right now? And you say that, and the ideal reason why it wasn't the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, of course. He wasn't good enough.
Draymond. But the Warriors got to treat him, I guess, like he won and helped win these championships.
Well, he did, but still,
it feels like it feels like you spent more on him than you would have Clay. So you're right. I agree with you. You should have kept Clay, but I feel like because this team that value Clay, you can kind of back off that, and teams don't want Draymond, and the Warriors are like, this is just like, hey, I'll say for instance, the black guy. We'll say the black guy. If you would have did that, and the fact that what Draymond was doing, what he was doing, if you would have did that, it would have just created backlash. That's not needed on their part. There's nothing they did wrong. It's all what Draymond did wrong. But the society we live in nowadays would have haunted that, and that's why they kept.
Nah, I don't think so. The way he acts, I don't think that's what would have happened. I know what you talk about, but nah, like he does so much dumb shit. It's justifiable. Nobody would have been bothered by that. Because the guy, all he does is fuck up. All he does is do dumb shit. You're knocking out teammates. Like, he's a clown, bro. That dude, Draymond's a clown. Get rid of him.
Yeah,
bum ass dude.
Man.
Motherfucker average a single.
He had a crazy injury.
Singles out here.
Crazy injury in the NBA occurred recently. Chet Holmgren out 6 to 10. Him flexing fell hard. God damn it, man. The thing that we say about him, the least the bad thing we say about him is maybe go pick up some weights. In this case, it was a fall. We fell hard. Can't really take, what I'm saying, the pain sucks. And now he's out for a Thunder team who's been soaring this season.
They'll be fine. This is why they went out and got Hartenstein for this exact reason. They'll be okay.
Bring his behind back ASAP, man, because I didn't know that he was not playing this season.
Yeah, he's not right now, but it's still be fine.
So yeah, hopefully, he bounced back in good shape, when the time's needed. And in that time, like you said, the team continues to have success. And Chet is better, and he's ready to play at least the second half of the season at a good clip. But it's sad that this man here injured right now because he was on a tear this season as it's already started. The guy he's at a 26.5 clip, 16.4 clip and 8.7 on 50% shooting. So a good way to start season, a little 2 assists as well, playing 26.5 minutes a game. So roll on in, man. But like you said, well, they added these pieces this season to be deep. And that was kind of the issue. They were deep last year, but kind of like got some good guys who've been great pieces on other teams to join in with what they have already. So the rest to see what they do over there, man. Woo, man, listen here. NCAA basketball started. A couple good ones last night.
Way too early.
It does. Way too early, but I like it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Duke loses to Kentucky. Kentucky night. I don't even think Kentucky ranked.
Really?
Yeah, but they got a stud young freshman.
They got stud young freshman. They still got some of the guys, obviously from Calipari's his pickup truck.
Oh, he's at Arkansas now, isn't he?
And crazy that Arkansas has already got like two top 20 recruits for next year. It's already rolling. They're like already in the top 10 in recruiting again. But a guy like him is going to mark his territory regardless of the situation. Key game. Then Michigan State and Kansas last night. Kansas remains undefeated. Beats Michigan State last night. Your teams, man, in the NCAA, your college basketball teams, man. What do you feel about them coming out early? Jake mentioned something with Florida. I think he sent me the link. I guess the coach sexual harassment or sexual assault.
Really?
Yeah.
Ohio State?
Yes. So according to Jake, the person who sent me this, hold on 1 second. Florida coach Todd Golden accused of sexual harassment, peer reports. He is accused of harassing female Florida students. Accusations were in the student newspaper on Friday. And it's over something. Things have happened over the past year. Per reports, Golden sent photos and videos of his genitalia while traveling for the University of Florida.
He put a bread for her
to make sexual advances and request sexual favors and stalk women. He's alleged to have taken photos of women, didn't send the pictures to them, and also of making visits to places where he knew he could find those same women.
So he's just a regular ass creeper.
Yes, the two women have been interviewed, and they complained about Golden, and they collaborated with the Title IX documents.
The human psyche is just so weird. Like, at what point in time when he was doing any of that did he think that was a good idea? Some type of moral compass should have said, you know what, I probably shouldn't be doing this. Probably before he even did it.
Hey, dicks don't be thinking.
That sounds like a front of a shirt. Oh man.
We spoke on Duke, and that team is crazy this year. Shout out to the man Cooper Flag over there. But we go from current player to ex NBA player Kyle Singler. Definitely noted in Duke history. He was a dog at Duke. Had somewhat of a career to have in the NBA, not in terms of the stat line, but he had some years under his belt. And recently, social media posts have had many people concerned for his safety and well-being. And it actually caught the attention of the Players Association, who said they are in contact with his family. The Associated Press reports that the Players Association have been in touch with the family of the 36-year-old hooper, but did not offer any specifics on what they talked about, nor they provided any updates on Kyle. So they said the former Duke star posted a video on his Instagram on Monday, appearing shirtless and claiming his voice is getting silenced, saying he fears for his life every day. He has posted 3 more videos since, all containing different messages, which seem to cut off before he finished speaking. Former players such as Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas, and Andre Drummond have left comments for him in positivity, and only hopes that he does better. Last played in the NBA in 2018. Prior to that, being drafted, he won a national title in 2010, where he was the most outstanding player of the tournament that year. Crazy as hell, man.
Mental illness, they're thinking.
Yeah. Kyle, man. Kyle. You don't want to hear this about anybody at all, man. It sucks. I hope he gets better, man. And another news note: Delonte West arrested again.
No.
Really? That one got by me. What did he do?
So I seen that
To be on the wires, boy.
during the weekend. He's arrested following trespassing claims, according to the New York Post. He was arrested on November 2nd by the Fairfax County Police Department. TMZ was told that a person produced video evidence to corroborate the complaint that West would not evacuate a portion of Huntington, Virginia, where he's banned. He probably was banned in that gun case where he got caught a couple years ago. A day later, after the warrant was issued, the 41-year-old West was arrested around 8:48 p.m. around Huntington Metro. He was held on a $1,000 bond and released the next day on the 3rd. So, yes. Another string of episodes for Delonte West. In June, he had to be revived. That's what people are saying. We didn't know this either. Summertime went by. We know it gets hot outside for people that have strand on to the life that West is living now. You know, the summertime is not good for anything that you want to do in life in terms of that crazy stuff that you're doing. And he was revived after a medical emergency following another Virginia arrest where he was accused of violating the conditions of his release and resisting officers. So this down path, man. They try to see people try to help him up, and people like that don't want to be helped, man. Ultimately,
Right.
And I said I hope the best for him, but it's not gonna get. Braun's dad got arrested. Yes, Patrick got arrested. Shout out to you, Chris, as well. And Patrick says every time he hears Duke, he thinks of I hate Christian Laettner. Yeah, man, Christian Laettner went through a lot. We all know Christian Laettner went through a lot of slack at Duke for being who he was. You know, dirty, and then he was the white boy, and you know how he said he coped with that.
How?
His wife and marijuana.
That's a good thing.
He said, he said his therapist and marijuana. Sorry. And I guess Gilbert, he was talking to Gilbert around, and Gilbert was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, marijuana." He said, "Yeah, how you think I got through the career I had?" Basically, like, he was tapped out.
Yeah, because he came into the league with some very high expectations. He came in with the notion that Shaq should have got that college spot versus him. So people just wait for him to fail at any given time.
It's sad, man. Sad, man. When people wait on your downfall like that, man. That's who Caitlin Clark won't be, because Caitlin Clark will go through all that power to be that dog. But Christian Laettner early, that people crawl so that people can walk, in a sense. Like Christian Laettner, if we go back into it, you know, there's other players before him too. You know, black, white, purple, or whatever, that have gone through the scrutinies that certain players go through. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, being top, or being privileged in some states, they say, or just being good at that time to get the things that you deserved at that time. And that's what Christian Laettner was doing. He wasn't doing nothing wrong. He was leading the Duke Blue Devils to national championships, highlight after highlight, and he was doing some things. He was offered a spot on the team. What 18, 19, 20-year-old kid will not take the invite to play on the USA team? He did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the backlash that followed that is terrible. I say Delonte West playing the G League with his grandson. He played. The crazy thing is, during his crazy streak, Delonte West was offered a job in the G League to play in the G League. I think he played in the G League after like one of his stints. Like, he was given a lot.
Yeah, I think Mark Cuban pulled some strings for him.
Mark Cuban also pulled some strings for him. Had him, you know, in little like mini like workout sessions they was giving him to try to get into the Big Three, like using gym facilities to try to get in the Big Three. Anthony, shout out to you, man. Did you talk about Shaq calling Embiid soft baby wipe self? Shaq always got something to say about his center, so it's not surprising. We've heard him. Never heard him talk about Embiid in this light before. It takes a little bit for Shaq to talk to you like that under the light. except if you're JaVale McGee. Talked about him off rip.
JaVale McGee.
Hey, I opened up the show tonight saying some things about Embiid and Paul George missing the game tonight. Embiid, you just got back from a suspension. First game. He ain't playing. Come on, man. So we definitely we didn't talk about the Shaq thing, man, but Shaq's gonna call it out when they call it out, and his resume is gonna speak for him in this world. I guess they call it out. I mean, his beef goes probably from Gobert now to Embiid. Let's see if Embiid responds. That'll be the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like Embiid's responding to everybody nowadays. So let's see.
You need to play basketball. That's what you need to do.
Need to play some basketball, man. And that's my NBA. That's our NBA yap and chap and dap. You know what I'm saying for the week. Unless you fellas got anything else you want to know right now. Celtics cruising now against the Nets, 92-76. Other notables: Bulls are beating the Knicks down, 90-74. Cleveland has retaken the lead.
Wow.
97 what?
74.
90-74. Pistons are up at halftime on the Bucks by 13. Pelicans getting waxed, 78-62. Thunder up. And 67. Oh my God, 67-67. Wizards Spurs at the half. Victor Wembanyama 24 points in the first half. He's been.
Wait a minute. What was the score of that Bucks game?
The Bucks game 60-47 at halftime. Pistons up.
And Giannis scored like 22 in the first quarter.
It's just crazy. That Bucks.
Who else helping?
Bucks team is bad. We thought NBA news talk was over.
Yep, he's out.
We do have some more disappointing news in the NBA as we come to a homeowner night on NBA talk. Greg Popovich has been out the last few games for the San Antonio Spurs. Said it was a medical issue. Well, it was revealed through the grapevines today that he has suffered a stroke. And he's gonna. They said he's getting well. He's getting well, but he's gonna be out for a little bit. Prayers to the Popovich family. Prayers to Pete, to Coach Pop, and sucks, man. We know. We speak on when is this man ever gonna leave the game. We don't want him to leave, but we always ask. You know what I'm saying? Because he's only getting older, and then something like this happens. It's terrible. You know. Prayers for him and hope he makes a speedy recovery back on the basketball court whenever he can come back. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush it. You know, Spurs Nation, they love you. We love you as well, Pop. You know what I'm saying? Always respect for you, top 10. And sad situation.
Absolutely.
Damn. And I didn't even hear that through a news wave, so it was like, damn. See who's real. So I want to give a shout out to the person that let me know that Jamarcus Lang, he's on my Snapchat. Followed him. I was just looking at random stuff on Snapchat, and he just posts like different things up, like stats that people may not know, trivia questions on regards to sports, things like that. So when he had that on there, I said, man, I'll put that on the material. Sure. So I want to shout him out. If you're here, if you're watching, you know, you get an algorithm that I was talking about you.
Hand love.
Yeah, talk. Man. So that's NBA talk, fellas, man. What's the word with it, man? Parlay perspective, guys. You guys got any perspectives on things? Let us know. Over, under. My Wizards getting 10 wins this season. Over 10 wins the Wizards are getting this season, man. Come on, man. The NBA gonna give you at least 10 wins.
That can't be the bar, Took.
I mean, for Patrick is the bar. Patrick and P Dollar, they get 12 wins. P Dollar to the bar. If they get 14 wins, P Dollar to the casino. If they get 20 wins, you may go better on a playoff bid next year. Hey, anything possible here. Anything for him and his team right now could be the bar. Hey, you start lifting with 5 pound weights, then 10. So Take that in perspective, P Dollar, and you'll get that with the Wiz. Shout out to the Wiz.
Yeah,
They can talk on our show because people like you support them, man. And it's great that a lot of you guys support different teams, that we can talk about these different teams rather than be a flagship. Jam 9.5, we call it in Massachusetts, repeat station. We don't want to be none of it. But shout out to you guys for, always bringing your teams in the light, man, and us talking about them. That's dope. Commercial break. No way, Jose. But we have to pay the bills, though, because hearing from my man backstage that we may have something new to show you. But if we don't, it's always a commercial that you're going to love.
Some Dale creation. What is this?
15 to 20 seconds.
Dale got something new?
I don't know, does he?
I don't see a number. We're going to roll with Old Faithful, and I'll be looking for it. Be right back.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
First and goal. Mahomes swings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
Ready, down! Hello? You play to win the game. I don't want winners. I want people that want to win.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back at it, Parlay Perspective. Got Coach here. Got Chili Will here, man. The boy met in the building, man. We got our lovely viewers over here in the building. Wendy's got a mushroom
Will,
burger.
you see that?
See what?
Wendy's got a mushroom burger.
Huh. Okay, I might have to try that.
Yep, you got Wendy's and their new burgers and style. Burger King as well has rolled up some different type of Whoppers. Depending on what state you live in. They actually have a Whopper, $1 Whopper into the 17th. So redeem your $1 Whopper. In the Whopper.
Oh shit!
They have a bunch of different Whoppers on the roll now.
Nick's coming back.
Not a fan of mushrooms. How can you be from the great state of Louisiana when it comes to culinary and you got this weird palate, Dale?
He a weirdo. Dale's a weirdo. He knows it.
I'm starting to think he really from Arkansas now.
He do seem like he got Arkansas taste buds. them struggle buds.
Oh man.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man, listen here. We had a long week. You guys, first off, had a lot of great football activities this weekend you guys had. How did it go? I heard that social media was a buzz on Saturday because of you two, but I didn't get to see it. So,
really?
How was it, man? Yeah, there was a buzz.
We buzzing? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're buzzing. I was turned up.
That's an understatement. He got baptized in the Texas way. He had a good old hoedown.
The problem is I brought the Henny with me.
Yeah, the Henny. Yeah, that's what I did. When I was with I bought the Henny with me. Then he took me to the what's that? The daiquiri place where you buy the daiquiris in the down south in Louisiana. It basically brought me to a Saints club, brought me to a Saints bar, and basically I was fucked up, man. But yeah, that temperature out there with the Henny, that shit don't mix for real.
Jake says he want to know which one you'd enjoy more, rank them: high school game, college, or NFL.
Well, the high school game created a new favorite athlete moving forward. So that's my man Decoria Moore is going to be the real deal. Can't wait.
Who? I just shared a video. A picture. He took the visit this past weekend, and he's got a visit of a picture that's in the group of him chilling with Caden Durham. So,
oh yeah, but maybe probably number one. Oh, that's tough. The experience at Texas, at the Texas game was crazy. It's SEC football. That is my Gators live, even though we got stomped. The atmosphere was crazy. We almost died.
Twice.
So that game, that day had everything. So I'll probably put that number one. And the event with the Cowboys was crazy because the chili competition, everybody that I'll probably put that too, and then I guess high school 3. But high school 3, it's close to almost still being like number one because the high school joint was so fun. They were all great though.
Really.
Even that atmosphere of high school football game, that's crazy.
Hell yeah, especially in that state, in that magnitude, like that's real authentic. Like when I went to the college game, the black college game, the game was lit. Like these teams at the end of the day are gonna play these 10 games and be done for the season. There's no tournament, no nothing. But it's the atmosphere and the magnitude and the significance of the game was wild. The bands, the cheers, you know what I'm saying? That soulful mood. And you get that at college and all that stuff, depending on who your team is, because college and high school, those are like the last real fans left, they say. They say when you get into professionals and all that stuff, it becomes kind of tricky in a sense. I don't know how, but you find out sometimes. But yeah, man, high school and college, man, best times of my life being a fan of the teams that at the time I was in college. Or now.
Nah, Jake, it wasn't playoffs yet. Playoffs starting now?
Yeah. Playoffs start tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
And P Dollar, man, just whenever, brother. I got you, man. I got you. We're already talking about if North Crowley and Duncanville meet up for the state semifinals. We talking about tailgating it already.
They're about to be crazy out here, man. Football, man. An interesting week of football last week, and every Tuesday from here on out, you will get the weekly college football rankings. As we know, they're going with 12 this year, so we're going to round out the 12 for you all this week here. As we move on, hold on. Is this? Hold on. Yep, week 11. So college football rankings, sitting at number 12 with a 72 record, the Georgia Bulldogs. Number 11, Ole Miss Rebels, 8-2. Alabama Crimson Tide at 10, 7-2. Number 9, Miami, the U, after a disappointing loss, did not go out the top 10. They stay at 9 with a 9-1 record. Number 8 on the up, Notre Dame at 8-1. Independent, so at the end of the day, they can definitely cash in. That's a possible situation right now, but they can't slip up. 7, Tennessee at 8-1. Number 6, out of the Big 12, leading BYU. Brigham Young. Think about Jimmy Fredette. Jimmy Fredette don't play football, so this team right here has been legit this year. I'm at 9-0. Number 10. We ain't talking Bob Knight. We ain't talking Tuss. We ain't talking Jeffries with the high top head in the NBA. This is fucking football. Indiana we're talking about. Indiana football. Coach last week, I think this is the first time since 2020 they've been ranked, but they've never been ranked this high ever. No. Matter of fact, it was in the top 10 in 2020.
What top 10 is that? Is it AP?
This is the college football rankings.
College football playoff.
Oh, the playoff, right? Yeah, see, this is going to be a problem, but I'll discuss that after he's done.
Yep, absolutely. Number 5, Indiana at 10-0. Number 4, Penn State at 8-1. Number 3, Texas at 8-1. Number 2, Ohio State at 8-1. And the number 1 team has been in these rankings, at least for the last 2 weeks, and that is the Oregon Quacker Ducks.
So the problem here is that they're putting out these AP poll. Fuck the AP poll. No one cares about them. But they're putting out AP and they're putting out college playoff rankings. So now we're going to see lists and graphs everywhere with two different numbers next to these teams' names, which is becoming stupid. Because, like, for example, you got, let me see, I'm trying to find the one you, Coach, can you send me the link to the, do you know the one he was reading?
It's in the chat.
All right, let me grab it right quick.
Because I thought I seen one earlier.
I got you, dog. I got you, bro.
I thought I seen one earlier that said that had Boise State at 12. Thought I read one like that earlier.
All right, let me pull this up. Let me see.
I don't think I was reading the AP either.
All right, so here we go. Like, so BYU is 6th in this playoff thing, right? But they're 13th in the top 25 right now.
Oh, that's because they're first in conference right now.
Right, I know that, but that's the problem. That's why you need to. They need to figure it out and only go with one number. That means you only got to go either you do the playoff ranking every week, or you do the top 25. But you got to do one. You can't do both.
Yeah, so I think
it's getting confusing because of the 12-team seeding.
So Dale says this, pay attention to the college football playoff rankings, Will.
Right.
Jake writes, if somehow Oregon loses, Ohio State moves the number one because Oregon has the tiebreakers, they'll end up with the highest seed. Is it Will? I agree. Networks should use college football rankings now on graphics. You're absolutely right there. I like that.
I agree. But they're not. That's the problem. They're using both, and it's getting confusing and stupid. So, yeah, let's all just band together and yell at them until they decide to do the right thing and only use the playoff football rankings. That being said, yeah, there's a couple cool things that could happen. Probably my favorite possibility. Let me find out where I had it. I took a note right quick because try to do the. All right, so if Auburn was to beat A&M, I believe it's in Auburn. If Auburn was to beat A&M and then A&M goes on to beat Texas, they have to beat Texas. Yeah, so then A&M would have to beat Texas. There'd be an 8-way tie at the top of this list, and it's gonna be nuts. SEC could get up to 5 teams into this motherfucker.
5 out of the 12. Wow.
Right. So, yeah, the SEC really has a chance to go nuts. An 8-way tie at the top, and I think the tiebreaker would go to LSU or Bama.
That's crazy.
Maybe but yeah, that'd be fun to see. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. I think we're all looking forward to see how the BYU situation plays out because they're undefeated and they're probably going to be in their conference championship game. If they win that game, it's going to get. I mean that makes it easier. But if they lose one game,
if these guys lose one game, if they lose one game at all, the ranking will be down. I don't think if they lose that final game, I think they can still kind of make it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so if the only game they lose is the conference championship game, then things are gonna get weird.
Things are gonna be crazy. But hold on, this is the thing though. This is where things get crazy. As you know, on that side too, for them not making it or making it, but a Kansas State team that's still in the hunt, a Colorado team that loses in the hunt. If they lose Kansas State, I feel like they can keep a respectable 12. If they lose to Colorado, if they lose to Colorado, that's when it gets fucked up for them.
Patrick, yeah, we do. It's called the regular season.
Every game counts.
Right. No games here.
They got hit a conference called the Gauntlet where they're getting paid by the millions to play these games. They selling the consumers right now. Every week there's money games. And that's why these guys all join the SEC and everybody's loving the fucking shit every week. Shout out to the SEC. Shout out to the Big 12. Shout out to the Big 10. Shout out to these teams combining these teams up and making magic, every other week or every week in some sense. I love it.
Shout out to shout-outs in the first hour.
Can I throw some hypotheticals out?
Yep.
So, kind of some hypotheticals / probably a little bit of insight. So, I think all the pressure's on BYU, but I think Colorado will win the Big 12 to get themselves a spot in the CFP. I also think SMU is going to win the ACC to get them a shot into the Big 12. Into the CFP. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Georgia's going to miss out on it.
Which
they're either going to lose to Tennessee Saturday, or they're going to slip up to Georgia Tech at the end of the year. Georgia Tech's already shown they've slain 2 dragons already this year.
Yeah,
but if they don't, then who's the only person who's beaten Georgia? Would be probably the SEC champions. That makes a case for them. If they don't lose any more games, it's a case for them. Even though we've seen,
well, if they don't lose any more, then they're gonna be in. But if they lose, because you saw how much they plummeted this week. They dropped from what was 3? Yeah, 3 or 2.
Oh, they got 2 losses. Who's the first loss to?
Top 14.
Wait,
top 14.
First loss was Texas, right? Who's the second loss then?
No, they beat Texas.
I mean, the way
that's right, they beat Texas.
The way this is looking, all top 4 seeds may not be conference champions.
Alabama.
One may not be.
Okay, yeah.
One may not be, I think, out of all these. Unless they're just going to miraculously jump the team out. But right now, say if the season ended today, you got 3 Big Ten teams in the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
No, they all play in the same conference. You can't have 3 champions in one conference.
Right, they're in the top 4, which is the thing, yeah. But some of them will obviously be out because
we know that the NCAA have done it in some years where this team, one of these teams, are going to have a month vacation and they're not going to move down. And then in some senses where they say, F that, you haven't played in this, you haven't represented your team in the conference championship game, which they will probably do this year because there's so much magnitude on these spots that your ass will go down spots.
But this year, everybody has a conference championship game this year, right?
I believe.
I think the only oddball that really been in the past was the Big 12 there for like a year or 2. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's like, we automatically in. We can chill out, basically.
That's true. That's true.
But they not. Wait, so
they might hold it against them though.
Yeah, because they don't have a conference yet. Right. Wait, so what part are you saying is set in stone already, Dale?
Oh, he's basically saying that he's looked up on the rules and the top 4 teams will be conference champions, basically. That's what he's stating right now.
Yeah. I thought that was, that was no. Conference champions always.
No, I'm
always, yeah.
But
always.
I mean, this is a 12 team now. That's what I'm saying. It's a 12 team now. But
the top 4 still get the top 4 seed, like the conference champions.
But by defer, but by the bird, what it is, if this is how it was right now going into the season, right, going into the finale right here. If this is the finale right here, and we know one of these Big 12, one of these Big 10 teams is going to get punished for not playing for a month. But in years past, they probably wouldn't have done it. They would have stayed at that ranking because they didn't lose, depending on how strong they was and how many strength of wins they've gotten during the season. Now, you're telling me, you're saying that at the end of all this, the guys that are probably like 8, 9, 10, 11, that probably got, well, not Notre Dame, but 6, 7, 9, 10, potentially could win their conference, and like a team like Alabama could jump up from 10 to 5 or 4, potentially.
The only way Bama could do that is if they win their conference. They're not going to jump to 4. The top 4 go to the conference winners.
But yeah, I want to see how this plays out and who jump loops off. What conference? Because BYU, if they win their conference, they're at what? They're at 6 right now.
But that's what I'm saying. They'll be in conference. there'll be a conference winner that's an automatic bid. If they
And a
win their
first round bye.
automatic bid.
So that'll be an automatic 4.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying.
1 through 4.
There's the 4 conferences that have championship games. Whoever wins those games. Listen, whoever wins those games gets the top. Those are the top 4
These
seeds.
niggas are mockery anyway, with Dale saying then, because if you got all these ranking strength here throughout, then potentially a conference champion right now.
Thanks for joining us. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of this whole thing.
No, a conference champion right now at 9, 10, 11, 12 can jump. That's what I'm saying. Can jump from a 12 rank to a 4 rank. That's crazy.
No, but it's always been that way. The conference champions are always going to get the tops. Like whenever they do in the play, like, they get the top seed.
I feel like them being a 12 man shouldn't happen that way if you got 12.
And that's what the entire first half of this segment was about when I was saying that we have to
Get rid of
decide
the
which rankings.
No, but you was bringing it into just that in ranking sense.
It's the same conversation. You're not realizing it's the same conversation from the other side. It's the same convo.
No, your answer ultimately is you might as well just keep the AP. If you're gonna bring in a new
that wasn't what I was saying. No, what I was saying is that we got to focus on the conference. I mean, on the college football playoff rankings, because the top 25 rankings no longer make a lot of sense when you add in the playoff rankings, which is what you're talking about.
No. So okay. So the reverse answer would be you just keep one of these. You just keep this forever. Then you might as well just dead the AP rankings.
That is literally what the whole first half of the segment was about.
No, the first half of the segment was dissecting it, like what maybe. But ultimately,
what you just said is
the solution. The solution is to be college football rankings all around. You shouldn't have 2 at all.
Listen, my opening statement was we need to get rid of the AP because of this. That's what the whole thing was about.
No, what I was thinking you were saying was after the certain point.
And I'm telling you what it was actually.
My thing is my thing is from week 1, college football rankings should just be what it is.
That's what I. Never mind.
No. You simply said.
Just run the tape back. You'll see. I said all this. I said literally all of this. Every bit of this. Every bit. That's why coach is laughing because I said all this already. What are we doing?
Like
what we got next?
Sounds you was asking the viewers which one should we delete, and then Dale went into the thing where follow the college football rankings. It's a simple argument. Basically, I thought it was talking about
one of us is trapped in a time loop.
No, because if you do no. But this is the thing about college football and the dumbetry is that they've done this for years with the AP and the college football thing, and nobody ever said anything about taking one of them out. But now this is so dumb, like we're all making it, and to go back to a circle. You might as well just say college football rankings from the rip.
But because before there wasn't 12 playoff teams, that's why this is different now.
Yeah, they needed one another in the previous format because they took the top 4 teams.
Top 4 teams always ruled the roost. Or however that whack ass phrase.
So they still kind of got the same thing with the top 4 teams. No, they don't. Never mind. Scratch that.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Why are you searching for? Can we move forward? This is nothing.
So top 4 conferences would be SEC, Big 12, Big 10, ACC.
Yes.
And the winner, and the winner of each conference gets the automatic bid.
So if these teams lose and say for instance, Boise State has no chance to be a top 4 because they're not in the power conference.
I believe that is correct. Yes.
All right, so that's the big way. So any of these teams like a Notre Dame or like you said, fifth, they only finish 6th. These guys have no shot, even if they went out and these teams crumble and fumble.
Technically, Boise can still make it.
Why? What do they have?
They're ranked number 13 right now. They're right outside of it. So depending on how the last 3 weeks go and the conference championship games.
Yeah, they can make the playoff. Yeah, they can make the playoff. They just can't make the top 4.
Correct.
Because they don't have a conference.
So pressure's on them every year, or join a conference.
Or join a conference.
Well, good thing for the rest of the conference. The Pac-12 is probably not a Power 5 anymore. They only got 2 teams in the goddamn conference.
Right, Patrick. Which one is it that isn't? Which one of these assholes doesn't have the conference championship? It's the
Pac-12.
It's Pac. Yeah, it's Pac because there's like
with like 16 or some shit.
It's only 2 teams. Or you can say the Washington State. Until next year when they expand.
Yeah, you said it's Boise State and Washington, right?
What in the Pac? No.
Who are the Pac-2?
Washington State and Oregon State.
Oh, Washington State. That's right. Yeah, Washington State and Oregon State. Yeah, they gotta. And they're supposed to be going somewhere next year. Where are they gonna end up? Is it ACC or Big 12?
Probably Big 12.
It's definitely not SEC. They don't want it.
Nah, I like the 12, man, but I still don't like this fucking NCAA media bullshit that's going on. But we'll see.
This is what you get, and you're gonna keep getting it.
And I like the 12.
Playoff games you want. The more
I like
playoff games you want.
You want the 64 teams.
As long as BC getting screwed, if we're not in a position to not get screwed, I'm happy with it. Right now, we don't have no position right now, so I don't care if any of these teams get screwed.
Okay, the Pac-12, the two. Remember, I apologize, you already said it. It's Washington State and Oregon State.
Man, listen here. BYU's getting carved out. We want entertainment. We want the hype train there. Go Buffaloes. And Buffaloes get a top 4 seed, baby. Make them cry. Make Curve Street and all the motherfuckers cry when you win the conference and you get a top 4 seed. And then everybody's like, well, how they get the 4 seed? They was top 20 most of the whole season. They wasn't in the top 10.
They go to 6 teams next year. Boise State, Boise State, Cal State, Colorado State, Gonzaga, San Diego State, and Utah State.
Yeah, this is the crazy thing. Like, Boise State right now got some good power, and next year we don't know if they will probably have that. I mean, they'll be relevant, they'll be decent, but it sucks in the year before you hit a major conference that you're dealing with this right now where you're a good team and potentially could be shafted in some way, somehow, if you don't keep it up. Rather than being in the top 5 conference, you probably had a better chance to kind of stand still, better strength of schedule, probably get to schedule a few more good teams. Yeah, that's why. But, hey, it goes on.
Also, the way it's going, like, strength of schedule isn't, it should be viewed as stronger, but it's kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit.
What's that again?
Strength of schedule, because of the playoff, the strength of schedule has taken a hit in terms of how important it is.
Yeah.
Like BYU is gonna, if BYU even if they lose, I think, one game, they might still be above teams that are in the SEC and might get a bid over an SEC team when, like, come on, who are you playing? Like one BYU loss in their championship game, does that make them a better team than like a 2-loss Alabama who didn't even get to play in their championship game? Like, I don't think so. Alabama probably squashed them like a bug if they played.
Yeah. I don't think there's nothing that the NCAA can do right now, and that's the reason why. I mean, not the reason why, because BYU they have nothing to do with BYU playing good. But I feel like BYU right now, this is why they're waiting for a team like this team, or they're waiting like Indiana or BYU to lose. They're waiting for these teams to lose right now. Now, I said a week ago that these teams right now rolling heavy dice. The NCAA is hoping that these teams lose. They hoping that Indiana don't beat Ohio State or Oregon in the championship game. They're hoping that BYU don't win the Big 12. They're hoping for that. And if they make it in, that's going to be crazy. Because you're going to have to reward them.
Looking forward to how it all shakes down.
It is, man.
I'm here for it.
That's why the 12 team is dope. Because that was more meaningful in these last few weeks, man. Extra meaningful for some teams. And, hey, the Ohio-Michigan game, we all know Ohio is going to be dominant this year. So Ohio State don't got to worry about going to the crib, man. If they lose, they just got to worry. They just going to have a 12 seed. That's all.
Their quarterback got to show up.
Who, Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
I hope Michigan beats them on the last day of the season.
Me too. Fuck Jake.
Ooh-wee!
Football. Oh, speaking of college football, our quarterback Castellanos left the team because he was benched last week.
Oh well.
So his season basically is over. That's okay though. And in other college news, an LSU student, Jackson Pemberton, age 21, was arrested for threatening to kill the governor, Jeff Landry, on Twitter in regards to being upset about the governor's decision to bring a live tiger into Tiger Stadium during the Alabama game over the weekend. Pemberton stated that the post was made as a joke and was not intended as a credible threat to the government.
He got upset because he brought a live tiger into the game.
No, he wanted them to.
Yeah,
he wanted them to
because they sometimes they do the live tiger. But this for this game, I guess it was said that I think it's Tiger, whatever his first name, whatever they call him, Tiger number 7 or 8. They're on Tony, yeah, Tony number 8, Tony 8 or Tony 7 is not quite prepared for a crowd of 100,000. So,
is it right, Dale? Ain't y'all mascot Tony the Tiger?
Tony.
That him doing a text on Twitter, that just it goes back to our opening thing.
Better. Mike the Tiger. Mike the Tiger.
Mike. Fucking call him Greg.
Hold on. Thought that Tiger wore some 11s or some 12s or some 13s. Thought I was gonna deliver 6 rings or something.
All that culture in Louisiana, y'all named him Mike.
Named that shit Jambalaya.
You said all that culture, you named him Mike. Couldn't even get a French name.
Oh yeah, like Pierre or something.
Yeah, Pierre.
Oh man, we're gonna have fun in the SEC tonight. Yeah. We coming for you, Dale.
So fellas, this season, 2 wideouts with 3+ touchdowns this season, and we all know who the first one is.
Williams.
No. Jamal Chase is the number 1 guy.
Oh, NFL. Oh, okay.
NFL. Sorry, NFL trivia. Who's the second guy? Who's the second guy that had 3+ touchdowns this season in the game?
I'm not sure. Who is it?
Juwan Jennings of the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have thought. I would have known that.
And then
NFL. It's like the only 2 games he's played.
That's true.
Because he'll be back this week coming up, I believe. The Dolphins have Wade linebacker David Long Jr.
He played last week too, so
he did. He balled out too.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy has the second most games in NFL history with 2+ touchdown passes and a passing rating of 115+ in his first 3 seasons. Only QBs to do that: Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. Speaking of Patrick Mahomes, man, Monday Night Football proceeds in a great one for the Chiefs as they were able to stay undefeated, this last Sunday with a win over the Broncos. During that Monday night game against the Buccaneers, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce's homes were burglarized while they were playing.
2 days apart. I think one was done Sunday, one Monday, right?
Mm-hmm. According to the report, yes, you are right.
FBI's involved now.
My man trying to take Taylor Swift's gold chain from the crib.
That definitely sounds like an inside job, though.
I think Jackson did it. I think Jackson.
I would not be surprised.
Jackson did what?
He broke in their houses. Yeah, he'd do something like that.
That's Mahomes, man. Darryl Mooney has 16 catches and 20+ yards this season, most in the NFL. Shout out to Kirk Cousins, man, for making that dream happen. And teams that have scored 180+ points in a 6-game span and only have 1 win in NFL history. 2019 Buccaneers, and who is doing that this year?
Say that again.
So there's 2 teams in the history that have scored 180+ points in a 6-game span and only have 1 win in that span in NFL history. The 2019 Buccaneers were the last team to do it. Who's the current team doing that right now on a streak of 180+ points in a 6-game span and have not shown any wins for it?
Is it Washington? No, that's what he said it was.
Go ahead, Coach. It's not the Bengals. It's not the Commanders.
Bengals.
It's not the Bengals. It's not the Commanders. It's
Tampa.
The 2024 Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the team currently doing it.
Let's go, baby. I'm here with it.
But
let's
go.
go.
They've been picking up some points, man, but been able to not win any such games in that fashion right there. Fewest passing touchdowns by a QB to start their team's first 10 games of the season. Daniel Jones is on this list 4 times. This year, with 8 touchdowns this season.
If that ain't the poster child for lackluster, I don't know what it is.
He is the champion of this. This dude, 2020, 2021, 22, and 23 was when I think he didn't do that. And this year, 24, 8. That is terrible. And as always, everybody, we talk shit about the Saints fans in here a lot, but we never are gonna forget that the Atlanta Falcons blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl, and Dale Barbie tried to come in here the other day with an equation that equal to that after the Saints beat the Falcons on Sunday.
Dirty Cajuns.
Did you see did you see the picture on one of the gas stations on the way out of town? Gas was $2.83. I love it.
They're mad petty.
Baker would definitely be dangerous. We had Evans and Goodwin. And yes, Daniel Jones did fleece New York, but hey, New York got money to spend, right? So they spent it. It sucks. New York sucks.
Who that? Who they?
Does Daniel Jones get another starting job somewhere?
No, I'm hearing about that. I'm hearing they're going to start Drew Lock soon, which we said should have happened way earlier. We talked about this in the offseason play sheet that Drew Lock will probably be better for these receivers in the development. We said that. And the Giants are at a risk now where they should do that. But I think they're going to let Daniel Jones beat Dallas, and then they're going to make that decision. Oh, man. So other notable NFL news to get to real quick. Anthony Richardson has got his spot back with the Colts. He will be the starter for the rest of the season. I think Joe Flacco is going to the elderly home officially. Maybe not. Maybe another team signs him next year. Will Joe Flacco be signed next year to another team?
Somebody pick him up as a backup. Absolutely.
I think Joey Flacco will be in there.
Oh yeah. What's that? So he said, when do we have cap space? Over under half a decade before they get back into the black, because they in the red.
Over because they don't want to get rid of the guy that caused it.
Rough.
Well, Daniel Jones got a $23 million injury clause. Yes, he does.
P said y'all like negative millions.
Trevor Lawrence, who I said may be out for the season, I'm thinking that they're gonna hold off on it and see if he can hold up to play again at some point in the season, but he will not play in Sunday's game against the Lions. And we know why they ain't gonna play Trevor, because his season might be over if he plays this game. So guess who they're gonna turn to for his season to be over?
Matt Jones
gets to start again, man. Oh my God. Take the Lions. Take the Lions.
Matt Jones.
Whatever point spread the Lions are at right now in terms of winning this game, go up. Go up, because Matt Jones ain't gonna give you shit on his side. Definitely not. So but Vegas can actually trick the game into being somewhat fun, and the Jaguars cover this spread, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
14-point favorite.
14-point favorite, man. I'm taking 2 or 3 points, 4 points on that. I might turn to 18.
And over and under is 47.
Oh my God, that's the Lions can score 37, 38 themselves. That might be under, because I don't even think the Jaguars can score 10. If they score 10, then they're gonna have to score like a punt return or something miraculous to start them, get them going. I think they can get a field goal or 2 or 3, but Yeah, that's gonna be tough. LaShawn Lattimore, out again for the Commanders. Let me find out the Commanders are just fucking picking up injuries. Let me find out he's not playing, or this could be a sense of hey,
stashing for next year.
Ready. They play the
playoffs.
Play the Eagles tomorrow on Thursday Night Football, which would be an interesting game. We've been waiting for this one right here.
Yup.
We've been waiting for the Commanders to play some division foes
to determine first place in the East.
That's gonna be ill, and we have picks coming up in a little bit, man. And the guys will pick their Thursday night picks as well as their Sunday and Monday picks. So it's gonna be dope, man. Which is why we probably smell Jake from a mile away. Absolutely.
What's next?
MLB news quickly. MLB news. There's been rumors swirling around that a fellow Yankee has ties to the Dominican culture out here in Beantown, Juan Soto.
Boy.
And he was a Yankee this year, could be signed to a lot of money. So question is, do the Red Sox end up turning gold into whatever they want by signing him? And what boost would it give the Red Sox that they get him?
I mean, that's a 5-tool player with the bat we need. That'd be great. Plus, it would just be the perfect slap in the Yankees' face. Fuck the Yankees. I would love that, honestly.
Have you heard of what the rumored deal is going to be?
It's probably like all of downtown Boston. They just give it to him. He owns it now, I think. He'll just own it. They're just gonna give him parts of the city. Well, what was it, like $800 million?
Oh, 630.
60.
Soto's gonna pick a contender. P Dollar says, I will hope he does.
Sox do need pitching, but you always need Juan Soto.
Yeah.
Always.
We know we got a lot of Dominicanos up here, man. Massachusetts, man. Shout out to Dominicans, baby. Shout out to y'all, man.
It's also because like Poppy, he stayed connected to the city.
Shout out to exclusive barbershop, baby. Oh man.
Hell yeah. You might go to the Giants.
As we don't need nobody else in California playing baseball. You got like 5 of them on the same team making a total payroll fucking with the worst baseball team probably doesn't even give their players. So you don't need no more good players in California. And then you got 3 other ones up in San Diego stuck on big money deals. And one of those was Juan Soto, he left. He got out.
That team was supposed to be stacked. They blew it. They fumbled the bag.
It's crazy, man. So that type of stuff right there is that's crazy. But they do sign Soto, the Red Sox, man, that's gonna be fire.
And the Red Sox are also in rumored to be going after Nathan Eovaldi.
Didn't they already have him?
The guy we let go? So dumb.
Yep.
Was he in the World Series MVP or some shit? The year they won?
Definitely balled.
Oh, he balled. I don't think he was the MVP, but he was killing it. For real. So quickly we have, welcome back to the NHL rankings here. Power rankings, man. We'll go through in a second. I had it here. All right, power rankings here. We'll go top 10 real quick. Number 10 dropping down 1 spot. The Canucks 8-3-3. Kings move up 1 spot. 9-5-3. They move up to number 9. No movement from this team. They stay at number 8. The Dallas Stars at 9-5. Golden Knights of Vegas drop down to the spot to 7 and 9-4-2. The New York Rangers dropped 4 spots. They were number 2 last week. Strumble, man, some rough games last week, going to 9-4-1. The Capitals jump up 2 spots. They're 10-4 with no ties. The Wild of Minnesota move nowhere as they stay at number 4 with a 10-2-3 record. Going up 2 spots after dropping some spots last couple weeks was the Panthers. They're 11-4-1. The Hurricanes jump up a spot. They're 11-3-0, and the number 1 team, who's been number 1 for pretty much since the season started. The Winnipeg Jets 15-1, biggest movers of the week. The Philadelphia Flyers jump up in the rankings. I believe where the Flyers at? Because I don't even see them on this list. But how the hell they jump up if you don't even got them on the list? They said they jumped up 6 spots, and then the Rangers dropped 4 spots. But I do not see the Flyers anywhere on here unless my eyes are fucked. Oh, yeah. They went from 29 to 25. No wonder why I don't see them. Bruce Bochy is headed into the final of his contract. The 69-year-old opts to call it a career after this season. Shoemaking could be preferred in-house to succeed him. Is that in Dallas?
Yeah, Skip Shoemaker from the Marlins. Okay. He was the skipper there, but he's taking the role as a senior advisor, and he's bringing his bench coach with him. So it definitely seems like the succession plan has already started.
Interesting to see, man.
But hey, Bochy came and did what he was supposed to do. He brought us one. He will be immortalized right there with Johnny Oates. Johnny Oates didn't do it for us, but he's probably a greatest skipper we had. R.I.P. to Johnny Oates.
Question: is Tua a crash dummy?
Yeah, he's stupid as shit. And I know his fans love to go hard and be like, he plays tough. He's never gonna he's dumb. All them goddamn head concussions, all that head trauma made him stupid. Why are you leading with your head against a linebacker or anybody? Get off the field after a pick. Stop being a hero. Dude's an idiot.
One thing a quarterback's not going to get judged by is tackling somebody after you throw an interception. Who has ever? Nobody. So you are more than free to go run on the bench and go calculate what happened and how can you be better. You're absolutely right, Will. He should have never put himself in harm's way. He's already in harm's way as it is, man. It's crazy.
He needs to get off the field.
He is a crash dummy. This is a guy that said in script, "I will die for this game."
Right, and that's great. We love that you have that, but don't try, stupid.
No, that's what I'm saying. Don't try to do it. But you over here,
try to die,
no, don't do it. Don't do it. Absolutely right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jake says even his running back Art Chain started wearing one. Hey, the fact that the person behind him starts wearing one and his ass still don't want to wear one boggles me. But hey, it is what it is. I see. Hold on, and it's great to see. I watched a young kids football game a few weeks ago, and probably like 85% of the football team had one on. So shout out to those coaches. You know what I'm saying, in the early development stages of those type of helmets and have those kids wearing them. And Tua, man, put one on, bro. It don't cost nothing to put it on, bro.
And stop tackling people. You're a quarterback.
Yes, sir, man. We have an exciting weekend in combat sports. The fellas at some point will brief you on what is UFC Sunday. That'll be dope. I think John Jones is fighting this weekend. It gets tight. Hopefully doesn't get canceled.
Okay, so I just got confirmation. We ain't covering that because we're gonna cover that on the Tap Out Friday.
Oh, but, what on the Tap Out Friday?
Both John Jones situation and Tyson versus.
Oh no, we are getting 60 seconds into Tyson because we're not going to be on there. No, we need a
that's a problem. That's a you problem. You can show up.
A winner. We can have a winner. I want to pick a winner. Jake Paul or Mike Tyson.
All right, pick a winner.
That Tap Out better go on Friday because if not, I'm going on Facebook Live. I'm going and I'm having the show on Jake Paul.
100%.
You hear that, Jake?
Listen there. But no. Honestly, on it, man, it's good that it's happening. It's gonna end in a knockout. I want Mike to win.
Excuse me.
I'll let the Tap Out guys on Friday dissect it. But we had to bring it up on this show, man, because it's getting close to our weekend here. And this here, man, I can't wait for it now, man. It's supposed to happen beforehand. Mike, got butterflies, and that's understandable for an OG,
I'm not being this guy's pad guy. Hell no.
Yeah, definitely not. This dude right here.
All of that. Fuck that all the way. Hell no.
So tune in, man. I think it's Friday night. The fight's Friday.
Friday night.
Yeah, so y'all gonna be right on the truth of it, man. Before
on Netflix.
We'll also be talking about a friend of the show, Dalton Goings, who has a fight this weekend, and he's the main event on this card. So tune into the tap out. Not sure exactly what time, but it'll be Friday.
Hey yo, Dalton, man, if they got some odds for the matchup, man, and I could bet on them, send me the link, baby. I'll be all agreed on you, dog.
Degenerate. Get out.
Shout out to you, dog. Shout out to you. But guys, you know, we talk about, it's not about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson on this show, man. Y'all know what it is about, man. It's about them goddamn weekly picks, baby. That's what it's about. And then we about to get to the Dim de la Creme, the main event over here tonight. You know what I'm saying?
You heard?
And we're gonna have that little smelly man Jake here in a second.
Stinking ass.
I smelled him a lot more last week, but trying to get the smell out my sweater. So yeah, trying to get the smell out my sweater. He's too close to me, man. Too close to me. As the last week, he was too close to me in the standings, and I hope he's not that close to me this week, man.
Well, we gonna find out. But let's go and switch gears and transition. All right, guys, before we get started, Wemby went off for a half a century tonight.
Oh, he went off for 50 tonight, dog?
50 piece. 50 piece. He's the fourth youngest player to do it.
Oh, ESPN gonna have a story.
He got to be the only Frenchman, right?
Absolutely.
Except, Tony gave.
Parker. Yeah.
I think Tony gave 50. Tony. I think Tony got a 50-point game under his belt.
He got a couple.
Yeah, he might got a couple right. Now yeah,
Tony get the Lakers.
I doubt Peaches got any.
Oh no, my man Peaches is a dog. My man Michael Peaches, dog.
He probably got some 30 pieces though.
Oh yeah, 30s in those Orlando days.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fellas. This week we had some moving and shaking going on.
Oh damn, shit, that's bad.
Had some moving and shaking. So for this week, let me see if we get it up here. Week 10. Jake went 7-7.
Yeah, Jake. Look at Jake.
Will went 9-5.
Okay, dude. My man was in Texas, got the feel for it, baby.
Chook went 10-4.
Oh shit.
And yours truly went 11-3.
Let's go.
Oh snap! Will, you bringing luck to my man, Coach, dog.
Which pisses me off because my pick'em league, I didn't do so well. I didn't go the same picks.
Why would you go the same picks?
I have no idea. And that's a money league too.
Self-hyped to myself. I'm the only one that took the Panthers.
Bullshit.
No, I took him as well.
Bum.
Well, you suck too, then.
So last week, I want to. So the out on the limb picks. Jake and I took Carolina. Chook took the Jets against Arizona. He's the only one.
The Arizona won, right?
I'm sorry, my bad. I read it wrong. My bad. Arizona didn't win. My bad. Never mind. It's just okay. Just Carolina was good. Was the out on limb picks this week?
I almost got.
I guess not limb, but I had Steelers.
Yeah, I had Steelers too.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Let's see.
I had Pittsburgh over Commanders.
Jake was the only one that took Washington.
See if he takes them tomorrow.
Okay, so far, let's pull it up here for the year. Share. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Okay. Took 152. Jake 93-59. I'm 88-64. Will 86-66. So two got a 7. Say again.
14 up on me. That's a whole week.
That's my two.
Yeah.
He's had some pretty good weeks, man. See, Tuka's had some weeks where he had a 13-3 week, a 12-4, a 10-4, an 11-3, a 12-3, a 13-2,
cooking,
and 10. Yeah, he's been cooking. Will, you had your best week was 1. You had an 11-3 week, and you had 2 11-5 weeks.
Not cooking.
Jake, your best you had was you had a 12-4 week at week 1. You had 11-4 and another 11-4. That was week 7 and week 9.
I take it.
Me, I had 11-5 week in week 5, 11-4 week last week, and 11-3 this week. So Coach been cooking. Here I'm coming for you, too. Not really. I'm dug myself a hole.
So deep. Like I said last week, man, I can't do this because this is what happened last year, and then I jumped right off the wagon. So only could continue great success here. I will pat myself on the back though to have 100 wins, man. I do feel like one of the best MLB teams. Those is the football pick'em.
All right, fellas, let's get it. Tomorrow, as we mentioned earlier, we got Washington at Philly. Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Washington's gonna have to play their division foes. They can still be good against the field and make the playoffs, but I'm gonna take the Eagles tomorrow to win this game.
Philly at home. I'm taking Philly as well. If it's on the road, I'll take Washington. I'm taking Philly.
I'm taking the Eagles on this.
I'm taking Washington. I mean, the Eagles came off wiping down the Cowboys, but that first half, they were like barely beating a really bad team. So
Interesting note. Me and Coach last year got to watch Commanders Eagles game together. Which definitely they have a way better QB now than they had last year. And I believe in both games, which is over like a 13-game stretch, the Commanders held their own against the Eagles. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow with, obviously, the rookie QB, Daniels, in this new, improved Commanders team. Thursday Night Football should be a good one, hopefully, fellas. We haven't really hit the string where there's been a horrible one. Have we? Not yet.
No. It's been a lot better than in past. And so, as always, Toop gave me some key pointers. I'm about to flip my pick.
Who you taking?
I'm taking Washington. Philly did not look good in the first half, to Will's point, but Brian Robinson is healthy and back in the lineup tomorrow. All right, Green Bay at Chicago. I'm taking Green Bay. Because they trying to bench Caleb already. They got a new offense coordinator, but it's bad. Still the same bad offensive line.
With all this team news going around in the NFC North, the most quietest team has been Green Bay. But we all know realistically they should be the second best team in this division. I think they try to start somewhat of an upbeat, and they beat the Bay.
You got Green Bay, okay?
There's no way you can.
Yeah, Packers, yeah.
Got you down, Jakesty.
Packers.
Got you down. Sweet for Green Bay. Jacksonville at Detroit.
Yeah.
Lions. I'm writing Lions plus Lions minus 25.
Yeah, seriously.
Lions minus 25.
Absolutely. He's right. Put the money up. Right. Whatever it is, whatever take the over. and them winning. Take the cover.
Jakester?
Well, even though Jared Goff threw 5 picks last game, ain't no way. Yeah, Lions.
Gotcha. Minnesota at Tennessee.
Mini.
I'm taking Minnesota as well.
Damn, bro, this smells upset to me. This smells upset so fucking bad. I don't know why the Titans would be like an upset special for me. I'm gonna take the Vikings though. Mason, I mean, yeah. I'm gonna take the Vikings and hope that this pick doesn't shoot me in the ass. Because I fucking want to take Tennessee so bad.
I'll take the Vikings.
It's clean sweep for Minnesota. The Raiders at the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins.
Yeah, Fins.
I think the Fins too. The Fins got into winning fashion on Monday night, beating the Rams. I think they this is a team right here that can kind of be possibly one of those teams to try to get hot. Let's see if they can get hot.
Yep. Jake,
go Fish.
Got you down. So last 4, we all picked the same. So this is where I think it starts to get a little different. The Rams at the Patriots.
Whoa.
Rams. Patriots better not win this fucking game.
If they do, I'm gonna throw a freaking brick. Yeah.
I'm taking New England.
Damn it, man.
And it's at the crib too?
Hey, no, he just won Travis Hunter. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Matthew Stafford out in the cold because it's gonna be cold as hell over in Foxborough. Listen here, this Patriots team is not bad, dog. People think they're bad, but they ain't bad, dog. My man Drake
I thought this was in LA.
My man Drake May about to make shit happen, dog. I might have to go. McVay and them got to win in Foxborough, dog. No way. McVay and them season's over if they go to Foxborough and they lose, man. I'm going Rams.
This is that MVP quarterback Will was talking about.
Man, teams.
Hey, hold on. Will made that statement, and then 3 days later, all his dogs go out. Like
they all died. Like everybody.
Died. Literally.
I'll never do that again. I don't even want to root for teams that I like now because everybody get hurt.
Hey man, the Celtics are doing all right.
I ain't rooting. I'm always talking shit about the Celtics.
Well, I mean that loss to the Hawks was kind of embarrassing, but all right.
No, it wasn't. It was a typical Celtics. We gonna give you a game for donation. That's what it was.
Yeah. Typical us playing down the competition because
we talk about how the Lakers won that dumbass NBA Cup last year. So that should show you what teams are gonna show up. The Pelicans. Now we're looking at the Pelicans showed up and made the championship. So this is a fucking joke. Celtics did the right thing by losing last night.
The Jameis Winston Bowl.
No.
Cleveland at New Orleans.
Saints fans are gonna go crazy if they win 2 straight.
It's gonna be Super Bowl talk again.
Hang that bit.
I just don't think they have the receivers that saved their asses last week against the Falcons. I don't think they have those same receivers this week to save their ass against the Browns. I'm gonna take the Browns.
I'm taking Cleveland as well.
I'm gonna go with the Saints here.
That Saints got you down, Will. Jake?
Take the Browners.
Saints need a good draft pick, and they're gonna fuck it up.
Send to the Patriots.
Agreed.
Okay, the Colts at the Jets.
This game sucks.
Yeah.
Colts at the Jets. Shit, man. This is 2 teams that need to get it together and haven't gotten together.
Must win for both teams.
Must win for both teams. Definitely.
Season's over for whatever team loses this game.
I'm gonna use my continuation. I'm gonna use my continuum. I'm gonna use my continuum to take the Jets one time. I'm gonna take the Jets one more time because you got Anthony Richardson coming back off the bench again. This Jets defense has to come play. This is gonna be a guy that's already rattled already before game time. If y'all can't
His
take
defense has been playing. It's the freaking offense. It sucks.
Well,
on the field too damn much.
No, understandable, but we've seen offenses like the Vikings who have had a good week beat the Colts. Like, you don't have to have a good offensive day to beat these guys. You just gotta beat them. And the way the situation is in Indy, they have to at least win this game. I'm gonna pick the Jets one more time, man. But like somebody said a couple weeks ago on picking it. Oh, like we said about the Cowboys, we're not picking the Cowboys no more.
Look,
the Jets, I will not pick them.
All you got to do to beat the Colts is play cover 2, a little bit of deep ball, and then just run Bryce Young and Braylon Allen, and they should destroy the Colts. That's all they got to do.
Yeah, they can't stop the run. Yeah, I'm going to go Jets.
I'm taking the Jets as well.
Jet.
Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Same.
My disdain for the Ravens has me taking Pittsburgh.
True.
He's gone. His picks don't count. They're all gone. I had to play the card. I had to.
He said, I got a 21-leg parlay for you.
Oh, damn. I just realized something. My favorite pick to make. They're on bye this week. Kyler's going to be playing Call of Duty all week.
My fault, fellas.
No worries.
How dare you?
Who you got for Baltimore and Pittsburgh?
I'm taking Baltimore, dog. Come on, baby. Pickens gonna have to fight these Ravens this week, man, like he was fighting those Commanders last week.
What? Their secondary's awful.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've been to Baltimore before, and it's a very dangerous place. And Baltimore
secondary is for cupcakes.
And in this case, Washington got handled. Baltimore will not get handled, dog. I'm taking Baltimore to beat Pittsburgh. Go Ravens.
Atlanta at Denver. I'm gonna take Denver.
Ooh. This is fucking tough as hell. You got Kirk Cousins versus Kirk Cousins.
That's disrespectful to Bo Nix.
You got Kirk Cousins versus Kirk Cousins. Hey, for the sake of
Bo Nix,
Falcons,
it's nice. Kirk Cousins is a beast.
I'm gonna take the Falcons.
I am taking the Broncos. They showed me a lot last week. They literally had that game in the bag and it got blocked. So yeah, I'm going Broncos.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't have the Caleb Williams effect. It takes
division game meaningless. They're bums.
They're bums.
Oh,
who you got, Chili Wheel?
Yeah, fascinating. I'll go with Broncos. Mile high. Tough win for Atlanta. What time's the game?
I think that might be a 3:00 game.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, Monday, Sunday. Yeah, I think that's a 3:00 game. Seattle at San Francisco. I'm taking the Niners.
I'll take the minor 49ers.
What'd you say, Will?
Niners. Also, Purdy been looking good.
He's getting his weapons back. CMC's back. He got 20 touches last week.
Balling with Ricky Pearsall.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up
good.
Pick up 50 Purcell. Pick up 50 Purcell, man, on fantasy, man.
50 Purcell, yeah.
I started him last week on the team.
That's good shit.
Yeah, man.
Did he come from your college?
I want to see that.
Gator. Yep, he's a Gator, Jake.
I think the 49ers too, man.
Got you down. Okay, man. Game of the week, in my opinion. KC at Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo.
I'm taking the Bills.
That shit in Buffalo too, dog. You remember y'all remember happening the last time that KC went up to Buffalo, right? Josh Allen fucked it up.
Was it Josh or was it their defense?
No, Josh fucked it up. Don't fuck it up again, Josh. I'm gonna take the Bills so they stay in the float, baby. And y'all need this game, baby.
What game was that?
Was that the playoff game?
It's a playoff game.
A couple years ago, right? Was that playoff game last year?
The shootout?
Nah, shootout was 3 years ago.
Oh, I'm about to say the shootout. He definitely didn't fuck
And
anything.
that was in Kansas City.
There's nothing Josh can do in that situation with the
the defense blew it. Defense blew it.
Everybody wants the Chiefs to fucking lose, dog. That's the sad thing about it, dog.
They had something they should have lost, but they got the breath of a champion.
So, but you know how that goes. When you almost lose, you're kind of like, yeah, this is the week. This can kind of determine if Jake gets back in this. I get back to smelling him. I don't want to smell you no more, Jake. So I'm gonna go Bill.
This fucking guy.
I don't fucking smell you.
Who you got, Will?
Everybody got the Bills here? Yeah, definitely Chiefs. Chiefs. So they prove otherwise.
He's taking the Queefs.
Sunday night game, Cincinnati at the Chargers. I got the Chargers.
What's the Chargers record right now?
6-3.
Yeah, the Bengals can't afford to lose this game. I'm gonna go Bengals.
Got you down.
T. Higgins is back. I got the Bengals.
I just feel like they have to. Yeah, you have to start stringing some games. And if you can't beat a team that's basically trying to rebuild themselves and rebrand themselves, then yeah, that's kind of the situation I'm at with this team. I'm gonna take the Bills Sunday.
I actually think, and I'm not trying to sway no picks here because everyone's taking the Bengals anyways. Who cares? I think every game T. Higgins has played, they've won, and every game that he has missed, they've lost.
That's correlation without causation.
Too many big words.
I'm rolling with Harbaugh.
It means they are connected.
He's got him balling. Herbert is coming around. So I'm taking the Chargers. And the beatdown of the week, probably. The Monday night game, Houston at Dallas. And for the love of my life, I'm taking Houston.
Shame on you. Shame on you. You might as well wear a Texas jersey on Monday too, man. This is crazy.
Hey, I went to the store today with my Cowboy jersey and my hat on, player.
And you had
You live in Dallas.
You had a Texas jersey right on the roof.
I don't own one. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm sad. I'm sad that it has come to this. This was one of the games on the calendar that I circled, man. And I erased the circle.
Yeah, and Dak fucked it up.
I'm not gonna give my.
Hey, Will Greer's back.
Oh yes, they signed him today. Oh my fucking goodness. Yeah, Texans should win this game, man. But I honestly think that the Cowboys put a fight in this game. I don't think.
I think Collins is back this week too.
Who?
Collins.
Oh, Nico Collins is back this week. Oh shit, damn! If he's back this week after not playing last week, it might be murderer's row, man, for the Cowboys, man. But I'm gonna take the Texans to win. But like I said, man, for your spread lovers, take the Cowboys on the spread, man.
Texas was beating up on Detroit before they started gelling, but yeah, they choked. That's for sure.
The march for Hunter continues.
Listen here. Hey, the Dallas.
Yeah, I'll take the Texans too.
It might be the whole Sanders organization, man. Dallas might try to. Dallas might end up with Hunter or Shador. Listen here. Don't get me started.
Will we see Stephen A. Smith talking about like 6 to 8 months after I already said the shit that they should draft Shador and then
make Dion
and sign Dion as
won't happen. Won't happen. Know why it won't happen?
Why?
I don't think Stephen Jones will let it happen.
So weird. Why?
Stephen didn't want him to sign Dion as a player. That's the story I told where he jacked Jerry up in the hotel room.
Weird.
Very weird.
Crazy.
Who you got, Chili Will? Houston, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Houston. Yeah.
Man, hold on. Grudges is the best Jake does.
This guy crazy?
You should already know this. All right, guys, got us locked in for the week.
This is sad, man. This is very sad right now. That I had to go against my team in a pick'em. I haven't done this in a pick'em in about 5-6 years, and it saddens me, man. It saddens me, Dallas Cowboys fans. Why y'all like this, man? It's crazy.
Because your team's whack. Because your GM's whack.
Because all their baby mamas are whack too.
Why you gotta go after their baby? What the baby mama got to do with this?
The baby mamas are the reason why they ain't playing good football. They go home, they talk to their baby mamas and fucking let them control their lives and shit. Fuck Dallas Cowboy Nation, man. Fuck the players. Fuck the GMs and the owners. Fuck everybody. Jerry, I'm canceling our meeting Friday. I ain't fucking.
The hell's the deal with Coach's camera? I can't figure it out.
It moves with me.
Oh.
Would you be mad if Sanders left Colorado after he said he wouldn't just to coach Dallas? No.
That's the one place he could do it with, yes.
And he was on with Michael Irvin yesterday where he's like, man, I'm happy where I'm at. But he's got to say that because he's in the middle of a season and he's recruiting players. So you can't come out and say, yeah, I want the job. I think if there's a way, the only way I can see it working out is if he comes, they draft Shador and trade Daxon where he wants to go. But I doubt this is going to happen.
Trade him for like the third pick and also draft Hunter.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be real nice. I'll buy season tickets then.
I was gonna say Hunter and Shador, but I said, how the fuck do the Cowboys get to do that shit? They ain't that fucking fortunate and lucky and blessings to fucking get both of them and their fucking coach. But you just saying that shit.
There's no way to make it work though, because you can't move Dak. That number is crazy.
60's gonna hold on.
No.
Hey, yeah, that's gonna be crazy, definitely.
Unless you hold on to some of the cap.
It's still too much, no matter what you do.
Yeah, the dead money hits automatically.
The dead money is 151, Jake. They can't get out from under that.
And they're not gonna do that because next year he's an $81 million cap hit. So they're going to restructure his and like 2 or 3 more, him, CD, and I forgot who else. They can get up to about $100 million cap space, so they're going to use that to sign Micah. Cause they like signing their own dipshits.
Dipset. Oh, you're gonna do what the Saints did, huh? Yo, Dale.
Hey, Will.
This is really crazy when y'all win this. If y'all win this week, man, 2 in a row. Don't be acting crazy. Y'all know how y'all get when y'all win 2 in a row, y'all.
What you mean by that, Dale? Do what was the Saints did? I'm lost.
Kicking the can down, basically.
Oh, nah. No, see, the only difference between us and y'all is we kick it down, but we backload it and we plan to have to do that to where it works out, and we end up signing our own players. Y'all do it because you're signing free agents.
It's an absurd way.
Hold on. They think Valles Skin is gonna have a second straight game with 100 yards this week. That's what they do. That's open.
Yeah, positive optimism.
Gotta look forward to something, right?
Hey, y'all know people say, man, when you keep driving with a car that's already had problems, it's gonna eventually have more problems. That's what y'all keep doing, bro. Y'all keep doing. That's what it is, man. But hey, I'm gonna say it on this show. I'm gonna say it for the rest of the season, Dale. You got one up on us, dog. The Saints are better than the Cowboys, and the goddamn Patriots are better than the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the truth. So keep being better than us so we can get Shador and Henry, baby.
Terrible.
Listen here. We at the same odds y'all trying to shop for the same thing y'all shop on, man. And y'all roster looks better than the odds right now, dog. A QB makes the roster look so much better, don't it?
Really does.
Oh, dog. Crazy as hell, man.
Who y'all got for shout-outs, gents?
Shout out to you, fellas. Great show, man. Shout out to the chat.
And
Chat was busting tonight.
Chat was busting tonight. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to all you guys for tuning in tonight. Shout out to BS and Bear Media. You know, don't be trying to rush me out of here, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know you're about to talk some SEC football and talk about how your LSU Tigers suck so bad they had me watch that shit for 3 hours and didn't win. Like, trap. And then he tried, hold on. And you know what he tried to say? What's all this flack for Will? I said, dude, Will knew his team was going to lose. Like, he was out there for the experience.
Yeah, coming into the season.
The whole season called this. When we did the how much games we think we were going to win, I think I'm on pace to be 100% right. I said we have a chance to lose like 5 or 6 games. That's exactly what's about to happen.
It's ahead, man. Good win by BC against Syracuse, though, dog. You know what I'm saying? Keep our boy eligibility.
I ain't losing like this.
Yeah, we ain't losing like Dale last week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all our teams for winning last week. And even though Florida didn't win, they won by default because they played the mighty Texas Dogs. Y'all, on the other hand, lost a rivalry game. We are trying to bring a live Tiger into the game. Trying to scare somebody, but y'all scared yourselves and lost. But yeah, that's about it, man. For shout outs, man, tonight, man. Appreciate you guys as always.
Yeah, no, shout out to everybody. Shout out to you guys for letting me get on for the picks. Shout out to Movember, Men's Mental Health Month.
Oh, okay.
Everyone stay safe out there. Be happy, be glad. Need help, reach out.
Hey, yo, Jake, I need to reach out to you, cuz. Having a crisis.
I'm open.
Shout out to Bobby, Chris, P. Dollar, Anthony, if I forgot anybody. As always, we do apologize. Make sure y'all tap in to the SEC show immediately after this one and tap into the tap out on Friday.
Nerd.
Out of here. So we're signing off as always. Who was it the other day? Who sucks?
Cowboys.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.